Hey guys, I'm Michael Lown for TravelCostaRicaNow.com. I'm sitting here in my town, in the center of town, at the park, and my gosh, it's stunningly beautiful, and it has been for like the last couple weeks, man. I'm beautimous, totally beautimous. So I thought I'd take advantage of the situation and come out here and record in the park. So how is it where you are? What month is it? Oh, it's got to be cold, probably, right? Anyway, guys, this video has zero to do with Costa Rica, so if you want to back out now, this might be the time to do it. And even if you do watch the video, at the end, you might be going, Michael, stick with Costa Rica stuff. I can't help it, guys. Here's what happens, man. Things get in my head. I have to have some sort of creative outlet to get them out, whether it's writing or some, stuff like that, or it just eats away at me until I do kind of release it. So in this sense, it's a video. All right, so if you've been on the, sorry about doing this with my shirt all the time, man. I hate when it goes down and looks, ugh. Anyway, guys, if you've been on the internet the last 3 days, or if you've been on the, been watching TV in the last couple of days, you know what's going on. I'm talking about Joe Rogan, Neil Young, Spotify. Spotify is a platform that puts out people's music. In this case, it puts out Joe Rogan's, podcast, and also Neil Young's. Well, Neil Young doesn't like Joe Rogan. He thinks Joe Rogan passes along misinformation when it has to do with COVID, and he thinks maybe Joe's misinformation is killing people or making them make bad health decisions. So he told Spotify, which she's obviously also on, and he said, hey man, I'm not staying on a platform if Joe Rogan's going to be on it. So you have to pick. It's either me or him, not both. Spotify said, see ya, Neil. It's not really about that. I mean, obviously that was a good decision. I think this problem is actually a lot bigger than this. So we got a lot to unpack, and it's going to sound sort of maybe ramblish a little bit. I've been watching Joe for about 5 years. And anybody that watches him knows the reason we watch him is because he's authentic. He's like, if we were doing it, that's how we would do it. He's inquisitive. He wants good conversation. He wants interesting people. He wants a little debate. He wants a back and forth. He wants to learn some perspective. He is there to learn things. And he does it for 3 hours at a time. So he has these long form conversations, and that's why we like him. It's not just these little sound bites, taking things out of context. You get to watch who he's talking to, and he lets us form our own opinions. The funny thing in the last, they've been trying to smear Joe for a long time now because he's the biggest, not only is he the biggest podcaster in the world, but he just beats out everybody's ratings by like 10 times. I mean, 11 million people watch his podcast each time. And even like, I don't know, Tucker Carlson or Rachel Maddow or those people don't get even close to that. So he's the biggest. They're trying to knock him off, And so a lot of people chimed in with Neil Young. Oh, great job, Neil Young, for standing up what you believe in. But man, this is a lot scarier than that, because I actually don't agree with that at all. So, okay, so what they've been doing with Joe for a while now is, pretty much lying about him. That ivermectin horsewormer thing, total lie. And if you watched Joe Rogan, you saw him confront Sanjay Gupta about it, and Sanjay Gupta said, yeah, that was wrong. And it was a lie. They were trying to say Joe Rogan takes horse dewormer. So they just keep trying to make him look bad. Now, here's the funniest thing about it. Well, no, not funny, actually. And I guarantee this also applies to Neil Young. Joe's harshest critics and the people with the strongest opinions, it's obvious they have never watched Joe Rogan. They've never watched him. You could never come up with he's like a right-wing extremist. He's not. Actually, he's leans more to the left on most things. They don't even know that. He just wants to have interesting conversation, and since he is one of the biggest podcasters in the world, well, the biggest, he gets way cool people on there. That's why I watch it. I like the people he has on there. I mean, because Joe's got a pretty diverse things that he's interested in, and he only has people he's interested in. So I don't watch him every time, but most, 80% of the time I do watch him. So anybody that watches him knows, he apologizes when he's wrong. He cries when he's talking about Anthony Bourdain because they were good friends. I mean, you're seeing a real person talk real. It's a breath of fresh air, but the thing is, people that are against him, which is the left, now I don't know if you know this about me. I'm not neither right or left. I think it's two sides of the same coin. I don't think any political people are talking for me or helping me along, but we'll get past that. But the progressive left, which seems to be having a lot of pull, you don't agree with them. They don't like what you say. They try to cancel you, man. They just try to cancel you. So people jumped on this Neil Young, on board the Neil Young thing, and they just keep passing, misinformation about Joe, which is funny because, the misinformation tag only goes one way. It never goes the other way. We've heard a lot of misinformation in the last 2 years too, starting with, wow, where was that lab leak at? Before, I got a video taken down because I talked about masks. That was labeled misinformation. Now it's true. The Wuhan thing was on the Time magazine. It's true, it's coming to be true. So what you could be banned for and deplatformed for now is coming out, oh, you were labeled misinformation back then, but actually it's coming to be true. So the thing is, you need discourse. You need conversation. You need... Hey, Grace. I'm just doing a video. We talked to Grace the other day. Do you remember? I'm doing a video. I'm just doing a video. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. If you didn't see that video with Grace, it's just a couple back. You need to watch it. All right. So here's what needs to happen. You need good conversation. You need debate. You need contrary views. That's how we learn. That's how we get better. That's what science is all about, actually. That's so funny. Science is always looking for people. They put a hypothesis, a theory up, and people attack it to make sure it's right. And that's the point. If you have a good idea, if I know something, I'm informed about something, I have facts to back me up, I'm ready. I'm not going to why am I going to shut down that? I mean, I'm ready for, whatever you got to debate me with. I feel good, so I'm not sure why you feel like you need to cancel everybody and shut everybody down if you have good viewpoints and your information is solid. So when Joe Rogan's talking about COVID, maybe to some people that have a little issues with the vaccines and stuff, if your information's solid, the truth is going to come out. The truth is going to come out. So I don't know, man. I'm a free speech guy. I'm a free speech guy. I say bring it on. You got something to say it, and you should be allowed to say it. And no matter how much I don't like it, you still got the right to say it. So I'm just not on board with this thing, and it's getting scary to me in the United States, this canceling people just because you don't like them. It does sound right at first, doesn't it? It's like, oh, I don't like that person. They should be gone. No, they shouldn't. No, they shouldn't. People have a right to speak. And you know what? Joe Rogan trusts his audience. That's what I like. He puts it out there. He puts it out there, and he's not telling anybody to do anything. Says it all the time. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I'm not the expert in the field. I'm just trying to learn stuff like you guys, and he brings us along for the ride. So I'm not trying to talk you into liking Joe Rogan. I'm talking. I think the more important thing is the free speech aspect of it all, and nobody should be shut down. Really, not even for health reasons. Sorry. All right, man. I would like to hear what you guys have to say, because I'm sure there's some people that don't agree, and that's fine. That's what it's all about. So I'd like to hear your comments about it. I'm sure you've been following along too a little bit. So I'm hoping a lot of people that are watching me are Joe Rogan fans, though. All right, guys. I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica now.com. Peace, guys. I'm not sure it helped, but see ya.